What was the Crittenden Compromise? Have you ever wondered how close the United States came to avoiding the Civil War? One of the last attempts to maintain peace was the Crittenden Compromise. This proposal emerged in December of 1860, introduced by Senator John J. Crittenden from Kentucky. It aimed to address the growing tensions between the North and South over slavery, just as the nation was on the brink of conflict. The Crittenden Compromise was a response to the Secession crisis that followed the election of Abraham Lincoln, a Republican who opposed the expansion of slavery. Many Southern leaders feared that Lincoln's presidency would threaten their way of life. To ease these fears, Crittenden proposed a series of amendments and resolutions designed to protect Southern interests. At the heart of the compromise were 6 proposed constitutional amendments and for congressional resolutions. One key feature was the guarantee of slavery's permanent existence in states where it already existed. This meant Congress could not abolish slavery in those states, providing a sense of security for Southern slave owners. Another significant aspect was the reinstatement of the Missouri Compromise line from 1820. This line would extend all the way to the Pacific Ocean, prohibiting slavery north of latitude 36 degrees 30 minutes while allowing it south of that line. This was an attempt to create a clear boundary for the expansion of slavery into new territories. Additionally, the compromise sought to protect slavery in the District of Columbia from any congressional interference. It also proposed federal compensation for slave owners if fugitive slaves were not returned due to actions by northern states or abolitionist groups. This was a way to address Southern concerns about the enforcement of slave laws. The concept of squatter sovereignty was also included. This meant that settlers in territories south of the compromise line would have the right to decide whether to allow slavery. This provision aimed to give Southern settlers a voice in the matter. Despite its intentions, the Crittenden Compromise faced strong opposition from Republicans, including Lincoln. They viewed it as a permanent concession to slavery, which would only prolong the sectional conflict. Ultimately, the compromise failed to pass in the Senate by a narrow margin in early 1861. The rejection of the Crittenden Compromise marked a crucial moment in American history. It was one of the last significant efforts to find a peaceful political solution to the Secession crisis. Shortly after its defeat, several Southern states moved forward with secession, leading directly to the outbreak of the Civil War. In essence, the Crittenden Compromise was a carefully crafted proposal aimed at preserving the Union by constitutionally protecting slavery. It reflected the political climate of late 1860, when some leaders still hoped for a peaceful resolution to the nation's divisions over slavery.